everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Thanks for joining me today. Hope everyone's doing okay. I've come on today because I saw this thing that was made. It's actually made for some badges that my daughter bought for a labyrinth experience that we went on last weekend. We went on Saturday, the hottest day of the year, I think it was, and she bought some labyrinth badges. I don't know if anyone remembers the Labyrinth film with David Bowie, but my two girls, who are now fully grown up with their own children, absolutely adored it. And they came on this lovely tag with these bands on, and they were all pinned down the bands, and it just gave me an idea to make a belly band tag. So going to make one today. So here's one I made earlier. So I've just used some packaging, covered the back, covered the front, put a label on, and like a little floral sticker. And I made another smaller tag, again from packaging, covered the back, covered the front, put some butterfly stickers on and a word, and that fits nicely into there. Now, if you wanted to make a little journal card, you could say one maybe that size. You could put maybe two in there. It would be a lovely, I think it's lovely. Now, I haven't seen this actually made on YouTube, but it probably has been, because I'm sure most things have been done to death by now. But I just saw it when my daughter gave me that tag, and she said, "Mum, do I need to ask if you want this?" And I said, "I'd love it, thank you." And I just thought, well, I'm going to make one. Well, I'm going to make one today because I don't want to make it a long video. So I've got some Amazon packaging. I'm going to make a couple of tags. So actually I'll make two tags. So I'll make a wider one there, like so, and we'll just straighten up the edges because this is off a box. Oh, it's quite thick actually, but it's not too thick. So just check that. So if Paddy barks, Paddy dog, please ignore him. I have shut him out onto the landing, so he can't come in here and bark just while I do this video. Now, do I want it that long? Actually, I may just cut the piece off the bottom, about that much. Okay, so that's one. Now, do I want to make a much smaller one? I think so. So I don't think that's perfectly straight, so I just want to check that again. Sometimes the thick card has a tendency to slip when you're cutting it on a guillotine, unless you hold it down. Right, so that's the first one. So I'm going to make one a bit smaller than that. So just going to get my pencil and say, well, let's make one about that tall. Okay, so let's make it that tall. And I don't know that the sides are straight, so put that one there before I chop it up by mistake. Oh dear, I think someone's moving in, so that's what's upset Paddy. I think he doesn't think anyone else should live down this road, only him, and they should come in the vicinity of our house. So therefore the postman, although he loves the postman, should not be allowed to put things through our letterbox, because that's his private domain, which he guards. But you know, dogs are dogs, aren't they? So okay, so that was going to fit into there like so. Right, so I want to cover the back, obviously, to cover up that packaging. So let's do that first. So I've just got some scraps of, where are they? This cream paper, just scraps, and I've got some paper that I used in the printer when I was checking it. So I'm going to glue onto the back of here some paper now that glue's finished. So I'm going to use this. So I really like this idea. You can make them whatever size you want. So I'm just going to go round the edge with a bit of art glitter, just to make sure that it's going to stick down. And lay it down, and now I know that's a straight edge, so I'm just going to put my paper down on there. It's a great way to use up scraps. It's all I seem to do just lately. But that's good actually. So let's turn that over. Okay, and find my dry wipe. That press down. And then I let that dry while I'm doing this one. So again, I'm gonna cover the back here. Very quiet now. He must be lying on his bed, hopefully, snoozing. Let's hope. It's quiet outside as well, so that might be something to do with it. Always something seems to go on when I'm about to video, always, without fail. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this one out. Yep. So all you need is to make a tag, or if you've got a ready-made tag like the one that came with the buttons, you know, the badges, then use that. So that's the back for journaling on. And let's do this one, and then we're going to cover the front. And I'm using, let's get rid of that bit. I'm using a leftover piece of 12 by 12, so I'm going to use one side, and then it's double-sided, so I'm going to use the other side for the other one. So I'm going to use this side, I think, for this tag here. So again, I'm just going to glue it like that. Just looking to see, I mean, oh, in camera. Yep, I am. Yeah, my printer decided it was printing a bit strangely, not completely colour, so you have to check the nozzles or something on it. So that's what why I've got this paper, white paper. You have to do test prints, and I always try and use the cheapest sort of copy paper I've got in the house. And then we're going to stick this one. So that's that one. So I'm going to stick this one here. So we just turn this over, because the glue stick is very, very tacky. So and then just a little bit of art glitter down the edges and in the corners. I can't really glue in a straight line anymore. So that will do. Right, so that is going on this side, like so. Okay, so we're going to cut this one out, and then we'll cut the tag shape. So that hasn't actually glued down, so maybe I needed to leave it to dry a bit longer, but we'll battle on. Okay, so that's the front and the back. That one, and then this one. I think the people are moving themselves in. I don't blame them. It's so expensive to hire a removal van these days. Thousands, I think it is, depending on where you want them to move your house to, your property. Okay, so that's the other one. Right, so I've got some Klingons on my scissors, so I have it up this way, and I'm just going to cut a tag shape, and then I'm going to cut the same this side using the piece from the other side, so that's going to come out the same. So let's do the same with this one. Like so. Okay, that's done. Right, okay, so we've done that. I'm just going to snip a tiny bit off the corners. I don't want to put it in my corner rounder because I don't think it will cut it because it's too thick. Okay, so that's so far. I'm just going to use my little puncher rather than my crocodile, just to punch the hole in that one. And it's a bit of an optical illusion, this is, because that's definitely a different side. Somehow I've managed to get a different side on one side to the other. So I'm just going to see if I can, yeah, I must have turned, that's better. I must have turned that over on the wrong side. That's something to remember if you're going to do that. Or just get an old store card or credit card or something that you don't use, sort of credit card size, and cut the corners accordingly, different shapes, and then you've got a template to use. And I've got one of those. I'm just being lazy as usual. Okay, so that's done. Okay, yeah, that's done. So now I want to put my belly bands on the front of this one, and what I've got, which I thought would be quite nice, is some of this blue rickrack. So all I'm going to do is take my rickrack, and I'm only going to glue it a little bit on the bottom and the top on the other side. So I just literally want that much, and just going to cut that, and then I'm going to measure that against this. So I've got two pieces the same, like so. And then for this one, I'm actually going to use a tiny dab of this Beacon 3-in-1. So put it in a position where you want it. So I kind of want it at the top there, and have it equal top and bottom if you can. And then we'll glue this one down first, and just literally putting, so you know, try and use your strongest glue if you can, and it's going to need to be held for a second. And I just want to get the excess off. Yeah, it's going to need to be held, this rickrack. It's not going to adhere as well as the ribbon did on the other one. So then I want to move it along a bit, and then I'm going to do the same this side. I just want a tiny bit. Which is a bit difficult with this glue. And I'm going to pop it on there and hold it for a second. And then make sure it's straight like that. just hold it in place for a minute. So that's all it needed. Okay, then we need to do the other one. So just gauge how much you've got one there on the other side, and sort of kind of go for the same length if you can. Pop that down. So it just needs a few seconds to adhere, like so. Okay, and then we're moving this piece down here, like so, and you see what I'm doing. And then I'm just using the excess at the top of the tip because that's all you need, and that is then going to go there. And I just want to make sure that that's straight, like that. And I'm just going to put the lid on while I'm holding it, like so. Okay, there, now that's okay. So that's that one. Now we want a topper. So I've got, what do I got? Bits of lace, bits of this is quite nice. This is very fine. I think we'll have a piece of this for this one, and probably use the same other one. So I'm just going to tie it at the top. Hopefully you can see me. I just check because I feel like the phone is at a funny angle, but I think the camera's up this end, if you know what I mean. So I should draw a line on the board so that I can see it and know that's where I need to keep my hands and my project, so that it's in view all the time, because it's right above this desk looking down. So that is the topper on that. So we let that dry, and we make one for this. Do the same, I think, because they go together. I'm just tying it. I don't like them too bulky. You have to be careful of the bulk when you're putting them in a journal, you know, because bows are nice, but it depends on what you're using. So that's those done so far. So one will fit inside the other. I don't want to do it yet because I want to make sure that the glue is dried. I'm going to find a word, a couple of words. So I've got these Tim Holtz words, and I don't want anything too kind of long. So his heart, that's nice there. So we could put that one up there, like so. Let's move that along a bit. And then what about use most of them up, the good ones. And I've got them in black, so this is black on white, and then you've got white on black. So what about no, I think that's too long. What about love? That was nice. I'm going to put that one in between them down there, like so, on the back. So you could decorate this before you put your bands on if you want to. I don't want to go over the top with the decoration. So now I need to find something to put on them, I think. Let's think, what can we put? Have we got some flowers or a bird, something like that? Right, I should have got some out. Hold on while I just get some. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So I found a couple of labels. So so I thought this would go on nicely on the small one. I'm just going to take some of this white edge off, not too much, and then we can use it. So I like this idea. I think it's really cool. You can use lace, you can use ribbon, you could use baker's twine for your bands, whatever you know want to use, or even I suppose make a belly band out of some paper or something. So I'm going to pop this one, if I can get it unpeeled, and that's the challenge. I'm going to pop this one onto here. Oh, how idiotic am I? I've just put it straight on over the word. Oh God, you could tell I'm a bit tired this afternoon. Okay, I've got to pop it down there like so and give that a burnish like so. And I thought I would pop a number on, so I'm going to pop a number on here. Just going to fussy cut that out, and I'm going to just go around that with this, and then I'll just actually go over this with it so it kind of blends in a bit better. It's not it's still not straight to me. I don't know if I can actually take it off now. I don't think I can, so better leave it as it is. Okay, and then that I was going to pop down here. I think maybe I need to cut it down just a bit because I think it's too wide. Like so. Yeah, that's better. So let's give it an ink round. Pop that down. I'm going to pop it there like so. Now that's one, and then this one I've got this. Oh, I've got some more Klingons. I'll have to clean these scissors. So I've got this round number, which is a bit tricky to cut out, especially when there's, oh dear, border on it, and I'm not doing too well at cutting that. Okay, so number 11 is up that way, like so. Okay, that's going on here, and then this, I just take this edge off. You don't want to compromise the sticker too much, and I've done that before. I've cut right round it properly, fussy cut round, and found that it's fallen to bits when I've tried to peel the back off because I've sort of weakened it a bit. So the good thing about these type of stickers is they're not shiny. Yeah, I'm not too keen on the shiny ones, but I have got a few and I do use them. I tend to go over them with the burnish pad and hope with a bit of vintage photo or whatever I'm using, and I hope that that dulls it down a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to pop this in here like so. So take that off. So yes, it's probably quite a good idea, I guess, especially if you're using stickers, to pop it on really before you put your bands on. But I've kind of got the knack of popping it down, she says. Don't say that, Susan, because it'll all go terribly wrong. And and you're going to regret what you said. So there it is. It's going to go under there, give it a burnish, so then it kind of melds in with the background. And then we're going to pop this number probably up there, I think. Just like that. Okay. And the proof is going to be in whether it fits in now, because we didn't check. Or say the royal we is me. Okay, let's move these out of the way, get rid of some rubbish out of the way. So we've got two homemade tags made out of, that needs a bit more glue, but I'll do that off camera, made out of packaging scraps, and I've decorated them, and that one fits nicely into the belly band of that one, like so. So there we have it. And you could probably go on and put something else in there too, because there's enough room for that to have something else. So I hope you enjoyed that. So that's that one, and there's the one I made earlier. So I think they're quite effective and pretty, and you can decorate them when you put them in your journal and make them into whatever theme you want. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.